Welcome to this week's episode of Project Sullivan.
I'm Gilbert.
And I'm Gogo.
And you might be asking, what's with the strange new location?
Well, you see, this location's cooler because I can start it up and it revs.
This is our Halloween episode.
Boo.
So what are we doing for our Halloween episode, Gogo?
Not very many Halloween things.
I think we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of trick-or-treating and such.
Yeah, that's true.
We are going to help Uncle Scotty set up his display for his race cars and stuff at the local Trunk or Treat 2022.
Yep. As you can tell, I will not be there for most of this episode.
Mostly because he's chauffeuring the entire family around while I'm...
That's no joke. Holy crap.
...working the event. Enjoy this week's episode of Project Sullivan.
Boo. So I'm here, the power wagon is right there with the race truck on it. I'm gonna be following them in this car, so I'm gonna have to turn around.
Should be okay. This is how Sullivan Racing makes it to its events. And this was the 2002 Halloween Trunk or Treat.
So my full truck is a 96 Dodge Cummins. It's got a 5.9 liter turbocharged 5-speed. I have a 24-foot enclosed car trailer that I'm able to carry a car, all of our tools and accessories needed for whenever we go to the races. I used to run street stocks with this car. This car is built in the 90s, early 90s. Actually, the last year, it just sat there and let's bring back Haley, which I call this car Haley because it was in memory of her, the year she passed away. Let's put a motor in it. And we put it in the car, nothing special. It's just a 355 Chevy small block engine. The transmission, I already left it in there as just a sentimental car. So the super truck, we had a couple of unfortunate happens this year, and we ended up blowing the rear differential up. Then attack it again next year with a new motor in the truck and a new rear end. It's that'll be a 350 block. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go 30 over on the motor on the bore size or 60 over on the bore size. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully be competitive against the other 18 to 20 trucks. I believe it's a 76 Power Wagon. That's not mine. It is my uncle's, and he inherited it from his brother that just recently passed away this last year. He has modified it
Heavily.
heavily. He's put 4130, I think, or 4140 chromoly axles front and rear. He put lockers front and rear, 456 gears, true aero racing wheel bead lock, 33-inch tires. I kind of just threw it together in the last few days. They asked me and I was like, yeah, we could get something going. I think we had a great turnout. Last year we did the trunk or treat event with just the super truck. And this year I was like, no, we need to do something better than last year. So it's like, let's take them both. Let's show the people in my community, which is Truth or Consequences, that who we are and what we do. And all the kids just love it. They really enjoy race cars. We brought about 50 pounds of candy. We also brought in 250 glow sticks, which you help tie cords onto. We also last minute, I decided, you know what? We have a 2-day show coming up next weekend. Let's do a 50-50 raffle. Maybe we can help somebody in the town win a little bit of money, and at the same time, we can make a little bit of money to help us get to that 2-day race to go run our pier stock at Vado Speedway. We also had a couple little games up. We had a cornhole game that some of the kids were playing. We had multiple activities going on. We had music in the background, pretty loud. Everybody enjoyed it. Overall, it was a pretty good, successful evening. Sponsor a lot of the city activities here in town. I'm all about giving back to the children and to the kids of the community, because in this town we don't have that as often as we should. And if I can help out, I'm most definitely going to.
Which is kind of why we had to cut a lot of the audio out of the video and do our own, because that definitely would have been a copyright strike when it came to the music.
For the event, I wish I had another half hour to set up. They kind of gave me a short little window and we were barely able to get done with what we did. I still had some more things to put out, but we're gonna, next year, hopefully I can get that extra half an hour. So right now it's all out of pocket. I don't race.
Always.
I don't have any sponsors, none. My Uncle Mark helps me a little bit. Grandpa helps me. He helps with some of the work.
He used to more often in parts.
Right. This next year, since we're gonna have 2 cars, we're gonna have more outings, fiesta, different parades, stuff like that. I hope to get at least, my goal is 3 sponsors. If I can get 3 sponsors on, I'll be happy. So on my 50-50 raffle, we were selling tickets for $1 a piece, and we did sell $232 worth of tickets, which was very surprising. I didn't think we were gonna do that good off of it, which that shows me how well the community wants to help out my race team, and also how much they like to gamble, maybe, I don't know. So we were more than happy to give half of it away, which was $116 to the lucky winner. His name was Tim, and the other $116 is gonna go to fuel cost, go an hour and a half to Vado Speedway for the 2 days, for both days. So that was really grateful. I was happy to be able to do that. Whenever we got there, I told everybody that nobody that I know or nobody part of the team is going to be pulling the raffle ticket out of the bucket. That way it's legit 100%, no cheating, no nothing. That's not what we're about. So I went to the Sergeant Baker, which is running for sheriff here in our local community, and I asked him, and he was more than happy to pull a raffle ticket.
Hurry up.
All right, you tell me when, okay? Now? All right.
Drawing for 50-50 at Trunk or Treat.
Their numbers.
Where's Tim? Josh Baker running for sheriff.
It says Tim.
The guy winning, his name is Tim.
Better get to texting, Scotch.
Well, now we know his phone number. I'm going to call him. How much money did he win? So I can call and borrow.
$116. Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you.
And that's what they did. Actually, he got a little girl in a costume right there and was able to draw a raffle ticket. Actually, the little girl was awesome. She was actually my daughter's friend at the time before she passed away, and I was glad to see her do it. It really made a difference. Next year, my plans are to have 2 cars going. As long as this one's good to go after this 2-day show, we don't really have to mess with it for next year. Then I could focus most of my attention on the super truck for this winter, which that's what I'm hoping for. My plans next year to give to the community, race both truck and car as often as we can. Who knows, I might even be able to get Gogo to get in a car next year. I haven't quite decided that, but if we do, we might be able to stick him in this Pier stock and let him see how he does.
Hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Project Sullivan. If you've been watching this long, you might as well subscribe.
While you're down there, you might as well just hit the comment. It's not going to cost you a thing. Barely, not going to even cost you 10 seconds. What's the point in not doing it?
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Project Sullivan. I'm Gilbert.
And I'm Gogo.
Like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
I am the great cornholio.
Remember this. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, could you say goodbye to yesterday?